Let's brainstorm. So what's the problem that students are going to be solving in Minecraft mathematics?
Well, I want students to have a deeper understanding of the mathematics concept of slope, and I want them to use the game as a tool to see the application.
Okay, so maybe where does slope live in Minecraft?
I like that. If the problem is where does slope live in Minecraft, then the kids can see in the structures they built where the diagonals happen and see slope that way. Then during their final presentations in the share component, they can articulate that.
All right, let's talk about how students might brainstorm around the design of where does slope live in Minecraft. Is it going to be a class discussion?
It could be, but it doesn't have to be. What if the kids were to brainstorm within their groups ideas for a design of what they would build to show diagonals?
I think that's great. We'll definitely want to give them some prompts though for that initial brainstorm.
Yes, and then next, we bring them back together as a class to design the solution based on the brainstorm that they just did within their groups.
Right. And I've noticed, and I know you've noticed, that during class, a lot of the times the kids will design and then they build, and then they go back, evaluate, realize that they're not solving the problem, so they have to modify, go back to design, or back to build, possibly redesign, go back to evaluate, and then modify again if needed.
Absolutely, and this is a great example of how the design cycle is not linear. They're moving everywhere within it, both while they play the game and while they simultaneously learn more about slope. Actually making progress with all this, especially within their build.
Right. I think circling the room is important, formatively assessing them, asking thoughtful questions about what they're doing within Minecraft.
Absolutely. So informally asking them to show and explain their thinking, perhaps, as we circle the room.
Absolutely. But then we should check in with them, make sure we're holding them accountable for what they're doing.
Yes. So perhaps at the end of each class, they can do a mini presentation in front of the class and receive feedback from instructors as well as from students.
Yeah, like warm and cool feedback from both us and their peers.
That would be a great way to evaluate what they're doing, and then they can go back and modify if there's time.
So the modifications will help in their final product, which is their final presentation of the structures with the diagonals.
Exactly, and that's the share component of the design cycle. We'll give them a list of product criteria, which will help them show and explain their thinking, and then they can present it to an authentic audience, parents, students, colleagues of ours, whoever else students want to invite.
That's fantastic.